Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. Teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points in the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw right side, and it's out. He put it on the carpet.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, throw forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Lawrence on first down. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run with ETN. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A solid stiff arm. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Watch out, man. 52.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On On second down, a run with Etienne. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10.
Lawrence,
a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and 1, it's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here comes Carter. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see that. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We go set.
A give to Etienne running right.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
An even 100 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there, shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together,